Alright, a brand new day, another set of checks. We got like 2 dungeons we can check, it's gonna be great, and Binks is showing Tommy because he hears me talking and knows that I'm gonna ignore him for like an hour. Oh, yeah, I still love you, Binks, even though I gotta work. Yeah. Tommy. That's up. Hit that connect button. Dude. Oh, the only time I have to load Dalua. There it is. Hey, Sil. Alright, we got a Pinyap. We got Frog Song. Got an Ocarina. Got Bow Wow. Honeycomb. Toadstool. Flippers, which is good. Doot. Bananas, those are tolerable. We'll check all our trade items in a second. Doot. Scale. Boomerang. Compass. I say boomerang doesn't really change anything, but it is go mode item. Mambo's piece of heart, medicine, seashell, cavern key. Why does it sound so quiet to me? All sorts of money, all sorts of seashells. There's the angler key. The dog food. Alright, there we go. Max money. Oh, we didn't get max money. Alright. That said, we got some good stuff. Let's go with the plan. Dude. Oh, hold on, let me peek this first. Which dungeon is this? It's... Collar Dungeon. Gross. Well, let's do our Ocarina check. Hello? That's a bug. Dude. Well, nothing much I can do about that. Dude. I mean, I could try to hit location. How many keys do I have? 2, so we can get everything that's not the boss. I should save Scum the one, though, just in case. Dude. 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 Nothing. Rude. Rude. Ability cell. Alright. Dude. 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 Yeah, I don't know how to hit locations. No. I'll let that go. Just because we're now discussing Mambo's bug. Dude. 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 Says I guess that's just two things? Because, yeah, we haven't been in that room before. Yeah, okay. So, collect now works. Weird. Huh. Weird. Did he sell for cabin in the forest? Yes. Alright. Ugh. Oh, jeez. Now, I'm pretty sure I've done Canalet. Gonna save here. Yeah, 'cause I'm pretty sure I did this with Rooster. Yeah, now I'm gonna get just extra confused. Bonus point. Alright, get the bananas while we're here, and then we'll go down to base stuff. Human effigy. Alright. Pop down we go. I don't think I have anything for Animal Village. No, I have the honeycomb. But one at a time, let's do all this. I actually have to blow my nose, so I'll be back in a second. Alright. Boing. Dive, come up. Alright. Dude. It was me pushing an Estic's Flask Shard. That's unfortunate. Dive. Ow. Okay, please be D8. Because then I can give Cat his stuff. Alright, it is. Excellent. We can get Link Between Worlds into the game, assuming everything goes well, and cheating. Matter of fact, I think there's only one check we can't get. Woo! Map for catfish. Oop. Dude. A vessel fragment. Woo! Zora armor for Maidna. That's good. That's swimming. gonna say we do have enough to do everything. Cap of souls, so nothing. An Arbiter Grounds big key. Pretty sure she doesn't like the Arbiter Grounds. Alright. Lift. Shovel for Weather Maddie, that is the thing we needed. Oop. Geo-Rock. Come on, the fetch. There we go. Push. 10 bombs. Doot. Oh. Guess I do blame BizHawk for some of these, like, weird... Not quite drifts. We don't have Marin Song? I thought we had Marin Song as well. Alright. Place bomb. So many cheats, it's true. Ah! And the damage boost. Perfectly intentional. Rude. There we go. They seem trivial, too. I was gonna say, I've spent... Cripes, like... I want to say 2 years doing them now? Probably longer. So they're just, like, so ingrained into my muscle memory, I don't even think about them half the time. Like, quite literally, I was doing one of the ROM hacks for the game, where I was challenged to do it without cheating, and I did really well until I got to D8, where just, like, the cheating is so ingrained I didn't even realize that a particular thing was cheating. Dude. Just getting them... There we go. Lava swimming. Okay. Yeah, it's great. But yeah, this room here, I've just not done the actual way so many times that my brain just defaults that cheating is the way you complete it. Whoa. Rude. Pre-completed room means that that was collected, and I didn't need to use that key. This is gonna confuse me. I think I'm gonna have to, like, adjust the settings when I run stuff so that I don't, like, auto-collect. Dooch. these hearts. Ah, dang it. Okay, come on. There we go. Grab all this, and then... Doot. Rude. Great, another auto completed. Grow up for Cavernite. Yeah, I don't use Magpie, so... Or I don't use Magpie for this. I could probably run it with the auto tracker. It wouldn't be too bad, but I don't use the map tracker anyway, so... Dang it. Missed the stutter step. Gas mask for Cabaspins. Which is completed already, so nothing. Just what I love, nothing. But there's Thunderdrum. And the shovel was the important part. Do I want to go to the portal here? Make it easier on myself to come back for the hookshot check? I don't think I care enough. If I have to come back, I have to come back. Dude. It's mad batter. This will be the last flippers based check, and then we'll just go get our trade items done. Yeah, he's auto-collected. Just be sure I didn't miss it. Yep. Alright. Marin. Yeah, that's... odd that both of our Ocarina checks have been... Dude. Nothing. I don't think there's any... Yeah. The dog food, the honeycomb, the pineapple. I guess we'll do dog food first. And then Mambo. Or Mamu. Unless he also happens to be collected, and then I'm just gonna be mad. Dude. Alright. Right. There aren't extra shops yet. Grab this. We have 3 instruments. We are halfway towards our goal. That's a plus. Do we have the Nightmare Key for D2? We do. And barely enough keys, which I think we've checked. I think we can do D2 as well. Which I think was vanilla in this particular seed, was it not? We don't have the D5 Nightmare Key, though. So I know we've been to D5 as well. Right, Rooster does not work the same way. Man, playing Archipelago is awkward. To the right. Down. Doot. To the right. Up. To the left. To the right. Alright. What do we got? Alright, we'll get this previously unreleased cut. I'm hanging air. They didn't know I could fly. Up and down waves. Just thought I'd see about letting stream be a good distraction source for a bit. Yo, Maddie, some DQ 3 times as well. It's true. We can change your haircut. DQ3 is not for a couple of hours, though. If I can finish all my AP checks fast enough, I get to have a pie before then. I got the compass for Turtle Rock. Absolutely useless. Alright. From here... What kind of pie? A, beef pot pie. Doot. Pretty sure that was D7. Dude, I think this was D5, like, the more I think about this. Yeah. Give a couple of them in the freezer. Maybe one later. Take like an hour in the oven. Yeah. It might take about 34 minutes. Let's give Papalas pineapple. Doot. Run validated. Doot. There you go. Bomb Trigger Express. Large T-shard. Okay. Maybe we haven't been in D2 yet. Because water, slime key was something. I'm pretty sure. You don't need Sword to dash through boot stones? Nope. Just need boots. Yeah, that's D7. Trust me, there's a lot of that kind of stuff, though, in the game where you're like, oh man, I definitely need this, and it's just like, no, you don't. You really don't. Oh wait, shit. Toadstool. Oh right, shit, it is Mother's Day. I wanted to fucking chew out my mom today. I guess I'll have to try to find time to do that. I've just had the desire to, like, let her know how not a mother she was, and that she has missed out on, you know, having a daughter. Yeah. Yeah, honeycomb. Nothing. I don't think there's any more trade items. Yeah, it's just scale, which I can't get to without hookshot or doing Zora Bump, and fuck doing Zora Bump. So, just gonna double check D3. Right, I need a stick for something, so I need to remember to hit stick. D1. Yeah, we've done everything in here, for sure. Okay. And then that leaves Turtle Rock was... What does Visit the Yoke Hero do? It makes me pull up Yoke Hero, and then I get a tiny little screen of playing Yoke Hero at the same time as whatever the heck else I'm doing. I don't think I have it set up for this particular scene, though, so it would take me some time to put that together. Right, we need to hit the stick. Agnes Cave in Mirat. Hint the hookshot. Doot. Yeah, we already did that. So hint, nightmare, key, catfish, ma. Oh, okay. We've hinted everything we need. All right, let's get out of here, and let's swap over to my preferred of the two Oracle games, Oracle of Ages. Time to visit time travel, Maddie. Oh. Dude. Connect. Alright, we got a key for D7, 50 bucks, 50 bucks again, one of the slates, big bronze sword that we don't super care about. The letter of introduction. Fairy powder. Okay, fairy powder is spicy. Brother emblem. Slayer's ring. Bunch of boss keys. My seed satchel is now maxed. All of the money in the world. More hearts. Key for D4. The Goron vase. Blue ring, swimmer's ring. Another slate. Alright, well, we would love the third harp song. That would go hard. Alright, I don't think we got any new access to dungeons at all. So... let's go hang out with the other witch. You can have it. Let's lift that up, rock out of the way. Okay, so we do have access to a bunch of dungeons though, so we might be able to actually complete some stuff. All the trade items we got were mountain-based. Actually, let's go do those first, before we go dungeon diving. Woo! Alright. So this opens up a lot of my access on Rolling Ridge. I have the letter of introduction, though. Time for us to dance! My singing voice is beautiful. Put on my red shoes and dance the blues. Ricky's gloves. Okay, interesting. Okay. So I know I have the Goron brisket as well, so I need to do this. Dude. Alright, from here... I want to go to... I guess I should go... to town, since now we have Ricky's gloves. We should give them to non-binary icon Ricky. Where's non-binary icon Ricky? There's non-binary icon Ricky. There we go. Not there, when Ricky rolled. Alright, then reset the room. Do it again. Man, look at those jowls. A small key for Ganon's tower. Alright. Alright, thank you, Ricky. I'll see you later. I guess. Yeah. I actually think I forgot a check now that I'm, like, actively thinking about. Actually, you know what I should do? Because we have better rings. Sign ring, get that blue ring. Wisp ring. Swimmer's ring. Garbo ring. Dude. Yeah, I guess we need Garbo. But if we're gonna go swimming... Oh, I only need to go run screen. Let's go right down here. Just want to double check this dungeon. Because we might be able to get an essence or two. Spirit's Grave. Never gonna give you up. Oh, cripes. Actually, I can now use Ember Seeds, so we do need to get another check in here. Good thing I came. Hold on. Guess that did open that. Yeah, well. Not gonna hurt me to go around. There we are. Doot. A million T-billion seeds. Nothing. Alright, from here... Let's double check Graveyard. Hey, Ricky. Hey, Ricky. Provocals the art channel. Shared a roll joke. I feel like I do roughly remember it, but not super well. Then again, my memory is generally jank on a good day. Alright, I don't think any of that was relevant, so... Zoom! Got the zoomies! Still can't do anything in Ancient Tomb, so... Put a spoiler tag on it, as you do. We really need Song 3. Mermaid's Cave. What stopped us up there? Yeah, okay, yeah, no, we need Seed Shooter or Cane. I need to hit Cane. Don't think I can... I can deny it no longer. I am small. Huge. uh, Life's better with SpongeBob memes. Woo! Woo! Alright. Can't remember if this is... One of these is Jabu's. Let's make a road. Yeah, our dungeon selection's been not great. We'll go back to the past and then to the city afterwards, but we did get the boss key for Jabu's, so... Right, that requires stick, and that requires keys. And I need a way to fight that mini-boss, which I still don't have. So... Alright. I might have enough hearts to brute force it. But I'm not sure, and that's kind of the unfortunate part. Not gonna lie, I think the switch hook is the worst item in any Zelda game. Huge. Like, it's just not fun to use, and it barely functions for its intended purpose. Yoink. I'm gonna say continue, because I think we can at least check that, and then reset, and then just go to the boss. Arrow, so nothing. And we don't have an extra key, so... Trying to find a counter example from memory and failing. Ah! Jute. Go down. Go up. And we're good. Ow. Rude. Alright, let's fight a boss. Even the boss you fight this switch with the switch hook sucks. Like, jeebs. Nothing. It was collected already. But we got an essence. Alright. Dude. Grab these. One more dungeon to check. Da da da. Da 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 da. Level 2 wing dungeon. So I think we can save scum some stuff in here. And beat the boss because we have the key. Yes, we have the boss key. So you use one of these keys for that. I'm pretty sure we did the last door, though. I might be wrong. If I am, we just have to do this twice, but... Dude... It's not a huge issue if we do it twice. Actually... It's gonna be really annoying to do it twice. Got in my way. The downside of level 2 sword in this dungeon. This particular shitty room. Alright. I think we can just afford to do this anyway. Because we've checked the other end of stuff. Rude. Thank you. Yeah, we've done that already. Alright, time to shoot some three-pointers. I don't remember the timing. Okay. Kobe. It's gonna slam down. From downtown. From downtown. From downtown. Nothing but net. She's on fire. And... oh, she wins in a flawless victory. We're gonna ignore the first shot. Get a second essence. And we got some ancient wood. Ain't nothing quite like ancient wood. If your ancient wood lasts more than 4 hours, you should probably call a doctor. A tree, yes. Alright, I think that's everything we are capable of doing right now. We really need Song 3. It's an ancient wood, it's probably 4 centuries. Alright, so I need to hint for the cane. Cane of Somaria. And hint for... I think we've already hinted for the progressive harp, but yeah. I think Kappa Between Games is the missing one. I think Siege Shooter would be nice, I guess. So hint Siege Shooter. Is there anything else I absolutely need? I don't think so. I think that should be about everything. Siege Shooter and Third Harp will be every major item that matters. And the cane, obviously. That's what they call me these days. Ancient Wood. Yeah, I think that's everything. The specific trade items, we don't have any need to hint for them right now. And we have the fairy powder and the book, and I believe the medicine for King Zora, so we're just set when we get to Zora Village. Alright. Time to do seasons checks. With weather, Maddie. The weather today is cat tum, for as far as the eye can see. You a happy boy, Binks? You got fed? Compass, magnet gloves, those could do something. Seed satchel is huge. Armor ring. Some keys. The lava soup, that we'll have to keep in mind. Actually, we have way nicer stuff. Noble sword, that's good. More bombs, more rings, more keys. We're rich. An extra potion. The floodgate key, that's a big one. Look at all this money. And autumn, which doesn't help us at all. We need winter. Wrong capture. Yeah. You wouldn't be a mom without me, so love me. I'm on the script window? Oh, yay. I love when it sometimes does that. Where the heck is it? Dude. That's not the window. There he is. Shovel. Alright, shovel's the big one that we needed to do. So... what rings did we get? We actually have good rings in seasons. I think I like red ring better, personally. Don't care. There we go. Ah, we've defeated Ganon, look at that shit. Woo! So I'll slip down here real quick. I don't think we're gonna be able to manage it. Maybe. Hold on. Hold on. Nope. We can cheat. Cheating! Yeah, we need winter. Ow. God, I hate how fast enemies are in Ages and Seasons. time to go dig a bunch of stuff. Because we gotta find something somewhere. Item for another world, it's 300 bucks for mine. Not what we were looking for. Are you what we were looking for? Item for another world. Oh, yay! They reset, so we don't actually know which ones we've done. Oh, huzzah! 'Tis a glorious day. I don't ask for much. I don't think there's any down here. I think this is just a very specific area. Rude. Dude. Yep. Precision platforming. We have the red and blue ores, so... Oh, wait, we only have the red ore? I thought we also had the blue ore. If we don't have blue ore, I guess there's no reason to go this way. That said, all of this should be unlocked, so it should be easy enough to get places. Plus, oh, right, we don't have Zoomy seeds yet. It's the only one we're missing. Is it worthwhile to go do that? Yeah, I think we'll finish this area and then seed up. Come on, star-shaped door. Come on, star-shaped door. Someday I'll learn the RNG manip. Dude, oh, I have an email. Dude. Come on. Just digging for years. Star-shaped potato salad. Dig it, dig it, dig to the center of the earth. It's true. Marin would want me to do this. Diggy hole, dig diggy hole. I am a fox and I'm digging a hole. Diggy diggy hole, diggy diggy hole. Diggy diggy hole, diggy diggy hole. Christ, where is it? We have dug up every square of the beach. I am a fox and I'm digging a hole. Diggy diggy hole, diggy diggy hole. I hope this isn't like an it was already collected thing, and it's not showing up. I didn't know those guys left. There it is. All for a Geo Archive. You know what? I don't mind that I can't zoom around. I think we should be fine just digging with magnet glove availability. That. Back for another world. Silver Ruby. Nothing, because it was collected. Woo! Because are you going to take part in the next multi-world thing that I do in the server, Tenki? Alright, time to go play with these idiots. Just making sure there's not a dig spot back there. I don't think there is because of all of the tile. But, yeah, beach is clear. Dude. Whee! Whee! Do. Yeah, I'd love to make that jump. But without Pegasus seeds, it's a little rough. There we go. Maybe. Kind of depends on free time. Originally assumed I wanted people to also be streaming and sending you POVs. Nope, I just like to have them around to play. The whole goal is just to set up something that people can enjoy. I stream my part, but that's just because I like sharing. Nobody else has to. Whee! Heading for another world. And now you know, and knowing is half the battle. Still not what we're looking for. Ah, big yawn. The other 50% is lasers? Yep, red and blue ones. Alright, we can make that jump. There it is. There's Cabba's bracelet. He can go do whatever he needs to do now. And I think that's every dig spot in Zerosia, so... Just teleport back. Let's get these out, because I'm going to go collect... I don't need Gale Seeds. I need Sussy Seeds. Now we have the zoomies. We can get that now as well. But in order to change seasons here, we do have to lower the water. P speed acquired, it's true. Satine felt obvious. How much ages and seasons reuse assets? I mean, it's the biggest aspect of it is that in Ages and Seasons, they used a couple more hacks to get more colors on stuff. So when you're just kind of default looking at it, you don't you don't see it as much because the color is more integrated into the world than it is in Link's Awakening DX. So the only thing you'd actually these lily pads don't exist in Ages and or in Link's Awakening. The grass is a slightly different texture with more color to it. It's just all these little things that do a lot. But the aspect of the reused assets in it is actually not to do with it starting that way. it was that the games weren't going to get finished in due time. So what ended up happening was Miyamoto offered them the assets from Link's Awakening to basically finish the game. Which is also why the third game was never finished as well, because they had to decide what they were capable of doing, and, well, the answer was, we can finish 2 with this, or have nothing. And they opted for 2. And I'm not complaining, because I like these 2. That said, the feel of the games is very different, and that also plays an aspect to it. Like, you have way fewer iframes is the big one. You can't attack in the air, because they actually have a Z-axis that they consider you on for everything you do. There's things like this stupid platform that suck. Just all sorts of, like, little things that change it. So even though, like, these keys look the same, they don't have the same round flight pattern, they have a random flight pattern. Which just kind of makes them annoying. Or more annoying. Doing. Do it. You can also sort of tell the non-recycled things tend to also be a lot flatter. Like, look at this, you know, bounce pad. It has no shading on it at all. Like, I've mimicked, you know, myself off of that. You got a little bit of shading on these. I think they're in one of the dungeons. These tiles have a very nice pattern to them that, you know, makes you not notice it, but so much of the stuff is just really flat. Like, these rolling things, a lot of effort went into them, and they've got that little bit of animation to them with their light. It really takes advantage of everything, but you just have so many things that are just flat to look at. Like, even the spikes, the fact that there's that little bit of shading on their, like, base, but they're from Link's Awakening. And I consider the lights and the walls and the little bits of ambience. It actually makes me kind of want to... I mean, it's why, if I'm really hoping someday we do get a remake of Ages and Seasons where they've, you know, polished it up along the lines of the Link's Awakening Switch game. But it's also one of those things that I'm not hopeful for with the mixed licensing. On one hand, I get it. On the other, kind of wish the original trilogy plan could have happened with more time given to the project. I agree. I think the issue is that if the project had taken any longer, the Game Boy Color would have been completely, basically discontinued. Because, if you remember, this game has advanced qualities to it, including the Advanced Shop. So the Game Boy Advance was already more or less set to take center stage as the handheld console. So if it had taken any more time, it just wouldn't have happened at all. Which is extra unfortunate, because I love the Game Boy Color, but it's kind of yeah, GBA was like mere months out. Yeah. Yeah, so again, if it had taken longer, you wouldn't have had it. Okay, you see the shading on the pots? I also love that they swap between being a tile and being a sprite when you push them. GBA was already fully produced, just not released. Yeah. Right, they don't die to that because they're a weird enemy. Fuck. You know what? I don't care. I don't actually need to kill them. And I mean, we did see what Capcom did with extra time on it, because Minish Cap was pretty, like, middle of the Game Boy Advance's lifestyle. And Minish Cap is arguably great in many ways. I'll admit I don't like it as much as I like Ages and Seasons, but I do have a soft spot for it, for sure. Oh, God. Can you just let me out? Dude. But yeah. That said, if we had gotten the original view of the game, Seasons would have been a very different game, because Seasons started... Actually, I think Seasons was the only one in development originally. Because it was going to be a remake of Zelda 1, which is why it's got so many of those assets in it. Okay, I'm going to save and continue from here, I think. Just so that I can grab this. Garbo, alright. Dude. But yeah. Which isn't to say that, like, late games into a console's lifestyle aren't great. Ironically, I also really like Shantae, which suffers kind of the same bit of being really so close to the Game Boy Advance's bit that they have crossover stuff. And it's like a really good, polished bit of what the Game Boy Color was capable of. Liked a lot of Minish Cap's ideas. It was also the first Zelda title you flat out finished and felt far less challenged to it. Yeah. Minish Cap is the first Zelda game I can officially say that I 100%. And that was because, well, I like Zelda. And with it being on a portable system that I could, you know, like take to school and do other stuff, and it's 100% being very forecast, I suppose, with its, like, you know, statues, generally giving you the percentages and all of that. It was just I found, like, a system of this is how I'm going to do it, and ended up 100%ing the game. That said, when I was going back, if you actually dive deep into my YouTube archive, you can find I was doing a series I was calling the Zelda Chronology, because it was about the time that the official Zelda timeline released, and I wanted to see how much it made sense, so I was playing through every game. And I was 100%ing them all. And Minish Cap was one where I hit the point, it's like, cool, I am in a position to 100% this. I don't really want to again, because it's not going to be interesting to watch. It's just going to be buying motes, getting a bunch of seashells, getting the next statue, and then just rinse repeat this grind over and over and over again. And I had more patience for it as a kid, or in, you know, my teens, but it's also one of the few Zelda games you have to actually finish before you can complete it, because the statues for Vatai, I don't really know how to pronounce his name. I've never actually heard it pronounced. But his statues require you to have beaten him to show up in the thing, which results in you have to beat the game to finish the game. And there's nothing that changes other than getting a heart after that. There's not like a secret boss ending or anything like that. It's just literally, cool, you've now 100% of it. Here's your heart piece of participation, and go. Which is very dissatisfying, to say the least. The main reasons I ended up stopping that series, number one was not having access to 3DS recording. So I had to start jumping off of tie-in-lines until I could get something that could record from the DS. And now we have shut-down emulators, which is a fun time. Whoop. But yeah, not having the recording stuff for the 3DS was one aspect. And then the second one was, I think I was in the middle of Minish Cap and broke up with my girlfriend at the time. And it just kind of hit the thing. I think my last stream of that, if you go and watch it, you can kind of hear how... Oh, no, I broke up with her. Fuck, no. I gotta say this right. I broke up with her because of a cheating thing. So... Dude, hold on. Let's kill a butterfly. And get an essence. The bright sun! Alright, hop down from there. Wait a minute, hold on, was that vanilla in my rando? Alright, we need to make it summer again. Yeah, you can kind of hear in that stream, like, the downness in my voice, kind of the uncertainty, and both wanting to talk about it and trying to ignore it, but I kind of... Yeah... I have contemplated eventually going back to trying to do that series, but since I've stopped doing kind of an episodic YouTube style and have just kind of been leaning more into the get Twitch to a fun place, I don't see a lot of reason for going back to it. Maybe sometime, like, it could be interesting to try and go and complete all of them, like, just back to back to back, but I'm just not sure it would be particularly entertaining compared to just sticking with the few that I really enjoy. She can show up on this screen? I have never had that happen before. Alright, well, have fun, Maple. I have never had her show up on that screen. Hello, Golden Beast, I don't need to defeat. Alright, let's go see what dungeons we can maybe do a bit in. Let's go to the Woods of Winter. I think this ended up as Sword and Shield dungeon, didn't it? Actually, we can go take advantage of the fall. Yeah, Sword and Shield, and we don't have... Well, we have keys, and we have Magna Glove now. Ugh. I hate it. What if I just didn't, you know? Hello? But I gotta. There's no hints in there. Or not. I can do it later. What do I have for Snake's Remains? Nothing. No keys. You talked about me to go toss my last stream up on YouTube page. Use Stream Archive. That's pretty much what my channel's become. There's a lot of, like, links to playthroughs of different things that I enjoyed in the past. Twilight Princess bittersweet ending, still heartbreaking 20 years later. It's true. It's true. I will give that to Twilight Princess, is that it does have a heartbreaking ending. It's a very good quality ending. Yeah. Why hasn't Link found Midna? I don't know. He was looking for Navi, and that's why we had Majora's Mask. And I mean, she do be thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. I can't get past this. This is a locked door. It wouldn't be bittersweet if he did find Minna. It's true. It would just be sweet. Hello, other golden beast that I don't need to kill. Alright, let's do this. You know, someday I'm gonna start actually diving into Ages and Seasons and learning the various skips, but I really don't like the precise nature of a lot of them. I need to blow my nose again. Hold on. Oh, should I also have Slingshot? And since I have Slingshot, I have to go do another check. Alright, we can work with that. Progressive Sky book for Midna. Then let's grab this. Makes life so much easier, despite being horrible in most cases. Man, the lack of iframes was an amazing idea, Capcom. I'm just saying. What do you have next in the bank? And a small key for Sleepy Maddie. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna have to commit to needing all of the keys. It's like, you gotta be just lined up here where you're not. And then it's like, I don't remember the setup. And since I don't remember the setup, I can't do it. That was the other weird thing that I was doing with that chronology playthrough. Was I was trying to do all of them deathless. So it was the first time I actually saw a lot of aspects of it. But that was just because I, you know, didn't want to die and I wanted to make it look like I was actually better at games. I didn't even know about Marin being in the end of Link's Awakening at the time. So that was like the first time I'd actually seen it. God damn it. God. Got him. Like a Zelda series plan. And I want to do the Xeno series. Considering I have not actually played any Xenos games, that would probably be something kind of fun. Oh, hello. And I have a Wii U copy of one of them. Fucking hell. Give me a fairy. Thank you. Whee! Screechy sound. Alright, can't do that. I don't want to use this key yet. I wonder if the iframes from the GPC have slightly more CPU clock? Maybe? But it's less iframes than having Link's Awakening. I guess Link's Awakening was made for the Game Boy first, not the Game Boy Color, so it might be to do with that. Just the extra RAM available from the Game Boy Color and building it from scratch. That said, Dade's been able to get Link's Awakening DX to have the iframes from the Oracle's games, so that more means it was a deliberate choice. Right. LA's base GB, LADX is Game Boy Color. Fun fact, the Game Boy Color aspect of Link's Awakening DX is actually fully, like, its own thing. How it works between, and why it can work on Game Boy Color and regular Game Boy, is that what it does is it actually has a copy of the original game in it that gets run if you're not in a Game Boy Color. So both games are there. Deity's used that multiple times for some silly shenanigans in monthlies. And I appreciate it. That's funny, yeah. It's so funny. Pretty sure they're immune to this, right? Yeah. Ooh, the Goronade. Card size gotten a lot bigger. It's a fun solution. Yeah. Yeah, it's a fun little silly solution to the problem. Whee! Oh, my own blue ore. Okay, well that added a Subrosia check we gotta go do now. We're gonna grab this and these. I think should work. Rude. Here's the other thing that I really don't like. The throw arc. The throw arc in Ages and Seasons is horrible compared to the, like, just direct throw. But it's that addition of the Z-axis that I was mentioning earlier. But it results in that it's really hard to actually hit someone by throwing something at them in Ages and Seasons, whereas in Link's Awakening, it's like, line them up and throw. Which, you know, makes it that when you fight Smasher as a boss in this game, it's annoying as fuck, even though he's a really fun boss in Link's Awakening. Alright, so that was just to do that. We need the thing, so. Okay, fastest way to that, I think it's this. You have Xenoblade on Wii U, it's on disc, it's Xenoblade X, it's a virtual console, that's the original. It is on disc, so it would be X. A friend gave it to me, because I needed a new Pro controller. And he had one, he's just like, well, if you're gonna take it, also take this. Because he enjoyed it a lot. I haven't played it, and he actually passed away a couple of years ago now. Which was very unfortunate, I do miss him. We actually keep his mini up above the D&D table. It happens. Dude, so that's nothing. Oh fuck, I didn't do the twins. Alright, let's go do them while I'm here. And then... can't do anything more in... No, hold on. Let me think, I'm thinking of my Ages dungeons. In Ages, I do need to go drop off the Goronade and do a mini-game. So we'll do that when we're done here. Yes, yes. I'm a sly fox, they'll never find me. Clever girl. Alright. Oh, hello. And I gotta be like here, otherwise they see me instantly. Dude. Alright, we're good. They're gonna go find some treasure, and I'm gonna get a check that's probably useless. 3 whole bombs for me, pink. Alright. With that done... okay, I think we got... we've done that. That's... that. What was this dungeon again? Whee! Doot. I can just check the map. I don't know why I keep doing this. Unicorn's Cave. This is where I need to go anyway. Alright, so... with that done, or this done... Love X a lot, but X kind of goes more open world, and the main storyline only really gives you like 1/3 of the world building. A lot of it's in side quests and character interactions, which meant people not going for high completion play. Missed a lot of it. Felt like it was even less as a result. The Sturo Weißebrosian guy is called Feather. That the normal logic feather behind Mr. Fright's house. Alright. Let's save and continue, because I don't remember which of these two paths I need to go down. Okay, 2 keys needed. Still gotta save, so... Ah, the sound of my people. There we go. Sometimes I'm just too lazy for the equip. And it's more fun. JoJo's people. There we go, we got an essence. That makes 2. Wait, no, hold on. No, it does make 2. Yay, 2. Alright. Trying to think of where to go from here. Let's grab this. A D8 key. Yeah, we need like 3 more of those, so that's actually useful. Nut. It's true. We actually have to get to some of the other nut locations. Because I've got like 13 Gacha Seed items that I need to get. And I think we're on like number 8. Actually, I have Shovel now. We also need to do this. I think I did it. Small key for Key Cavern for Cabawoke. No! Alright, Brian, where do we go next? There's no dungeon north. I'm gonna shimmy my way down here for real quick. so I'm capable of going this way in the future. There we go. Dun 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 dun. All right. So we've got to go to, what do we have for trade items left? Mushroom, we need winter. Soup, we can do soup. Fastest way to soup will be this. Soup. The soup. Just trying to think if there's anything else I need to do. And I don't think there is. Actually, I haven't done... alright. I actually just realized there's something I haven't done because I didn't have sword when I first had the opportunity. Yeah, I didn't have sword first time I got Dimitri, so... Gotta do this. Nothing! Alright, I need Dimitri to leave. Game won't let me just fall down a waterfall. Bullshit. Whee! Dude. Let's grab this. We gotta go for soup. Actually, I think I can also get the banana now. 'Cause... I didn't have bracelet when I was here last time. Oh, we also have fall. I didn't realize there was a thing here. If I want to cast throw myself off Niagara, come on, game devs. Exactly! That's what I'm saying! I hate these mushrooms so much. The mushrooms also being kind of another one of those cases where they're very flat-looking, which sucks because of how, like, detailed they are when you're in any other season than the one you can interact with them. Like, look, they've got depth, they've got shadow. The stem could use a little bit of work, but other than, like, they're great. And then they turn into just red. Bird up. A slate for time travel, Maddie. That's 3, which doesn't mean anything. Alright, let's see if I can't make this jump with all these keys. Almost perfect. Alright. Oh, I forgot that it's Scrub Sandy. I need to go back to the swamp. Getting back to the swamp's not hard. And I need to change the season at all, so it should be pretty free. This is not where I need to go. No maple? I've already gotten Maple's checks. Dude. Besides, I'm just the superior witch. She can't handle me in all of my foxy glory. For I am fox and witch, and she is just witch. Some might say my complete and total utter superiority might be my downfall, but they're wrong. Unpetrify Warlock Mask Statue in Shaded Ruins. Souls was already released, so it's technically nothing, but... Oh no, my downfall. Pretty sure you have a secret, right? And I remember having a little notebook for all that. It's gonna say 100 experience and a heart container. Worth. It's true, Goron music's a jam, even if Gorons are morons. Alright. Oh wait, I need to go this way too. Because there's another gaseous spot that I need to do. Alright, what is our default season here? Fall. Alright, if it was winter, we might have been able to do something, but we're gonna be SOL. We need winter. They know their rock. How dare. Alright. Time to get the dumbest gacha spot in the game. There it is. And look at that, we're close to swamp. And another gacha spot. Whee! Whee! Playing the gacha. More sussy seeds. Right. No, I'm here for the scrub. Little Louise fill you with joy. Whee! Well, I have fun with them. Whee! And I mean, hey, if all you can do in life is bring somebody else joy, then you're living a good life. Whee! Alright. I'm now self-conscious of the wheeze. So trying to, like, not do them so much. No. Hold on, what was it? TK's dungeon map. No, I think I'm okay. I think TK will be fine without a map. Right, this is lead where I need it to go. Woo. Alright, so the other relevant thing we got was time travel medic and do the Goron aid. How much do I care? Fucking hate them. Alright, got this one already. Alright, I'm pretty sure he said 2 essences, so... The Hawkeye! For Meadna. Alright, I think that's everything. Okay. Why are those highlighted? That said, it did bring up a very valid point in that there is a dungeon that I can access. Dude. That's indeed the kind of thinking I try to hold to. Not like in a sad way, just that feel the window of my life to do much for what's considered worthwhile is basically shutting down, but if I have made life better for those around me and helped with their struggles, it's worth it. Toss a stone, make a wave kind of thing. Yeah. I think people place way too much emphasis on, like, needing to do something grand and important. Because, realistically, the thing that matters is that you lived a life worth living. And you just do that by living, by, you know, touching the people around you. It's not necessary. Hello. It's not like a big necessary, oh, I didn't cure cancer, I'm terrible. It's just, no, you're you. You made life better for other people. Don't, like, hold yourself to some extreme. Like, I mean, I stream and I write, and both of those things impact people's lives, and there's something that they enjoy, and I take pride in that. Dancing Dragon. If I recall, the left side of Dancing Dragon is, like, free. And doesn't interact with the right side. And I think we should have everything to do this. I don't remember, is there... Is it like... No. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Uh-oh. Nope. I'm supposed to... Starting to get the pattern for this down. Eschi sketch? Yes, yes. Good, this pleases me. The Etch-a-Sketch? If I recall, this is like a slightly faster route that also leads to the bit. We gotta go this way to get this singular check. 50 bucks for Sleepy Maddie. Sleepy Maddie's gonna be rich. Rude. Da-da-da. I'm never gonna learn that room normally anymore. Woo. Alright, and then that's everything on the left side. Yes. Yes. Time for the right side, which requires keys. Yes, the new Din emote. We love it. It's actually for the Archipelago server. It was done for them so that whenever Seasons gets around to being a properly implemented game, we've got one for the names. I also did the neighbor one, which is also available to use and try out. Feel free. And there's the new Marin one. Liam did a great job. Dude. In my little wagon. I'm gonna go this way first. Check, 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 check. Right, you gotta actually kill the enemies in this room. A Triforce piece for my sanity's gone. Woo. Bumping up and down in a little blue wagon. Spin! Alright, key to progress. Whee! Alright, sneak out of here. Let's grab Ember Seeds. Pew! 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 I very rarely get to do that. I very rarely have Slingshot coming here. Matter of fact, with this, though. Cabo Oak's Honeycomb, 20 bucks, we'll take it. And a Mask Shard for Cabonite. Ancient Key for Ancient Tome, or a Small Key for Ancient Tome. That's good. Problem solved. Alright. I believe left is to the boss? Yes. So we'll go right first. Spin! Okay, we don't want to go into number 2, but we do need to do number 1 and 3. Alright. I believe this is a room we save and continue from. Fucking keys! And lock up iframes. Okay, hard reset. Punch my mic a little bit, it'll be fine. Jesus Christ, I have hair everywhere for some reason. It's my hair. Gotta put the fear of God into the equipment every so often. It's true. Okay. Save and continue again. There it is. Posol for Midna. Or Midna. Okay, so that's everything. We're gonna reset again to save that key. I don't think we need a key, but just in case we do. Actually, I can... Really? Fine. How dare. Me trying to be smart. Oh, well, at least I can spin. Whee! And that's why we saved the key. No! Bullshit. Alright, fine. Let's try again. Fuck. Alright, fine. There we go. Alright, Crab. You've met your maker. Okay, stop. Go with the left and right. This is bullshit. He's cheating. I can only hit him from the front. He's at the wall. He's cheating. There we go. He was cheating. Or up to 80 bombs. First try. Alright. A third essence I didn't think we were going to be able to get. He's cheating, only I get to do that. Alright, so we didn't get anything new. So that just leaves... we could check up on our gacha trees that we planted. Because we should have killed enough enemies in that dungeon. Turtle Rock, small key, not great. With Horon. Da 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 da. You get a license for those cheats? Da 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 da. A fire seed. Alright. Oh, so much to do. I think I should do that Goronade before I go. I've already passed noon, so... Whee! King's Idol. I think it might be faster to go this way. Probably should have just stayed where I was, not teleported. Don't worry, I didn't forget about you, King Marlin. I'll kick your ass soon. Your ass beating's coming. Cheating gamers, agency members badge, Kitsune, the CGA. Nice. If anyone ever made me like a con badge that said that, I would totally wear it. Alright, that should be... Monster Guts. Gonna pop by here. Actually, hold on. We should check on our son. Looks a little strange. Yes. I have all of the money in the world. I'm a true Samaritan. I get to write it off on my taxes. Oh, hold on. I can also get, like, this stuff now. I forgot about that. Fall has unlocked so much. And by that, I mean just that. Yeah. Nothing. Alright. So let's see. Does she tell me how many gacha seed locations are left? Because I feel like I've done a bunch. And remembering the location of any more is gonna be rough. Okay, but I don't know how many nuts I've gotten. Gacha nut 12. Fuck! We need one more. Yeah, well, I don't care that much. Alright. Let's pop out of there real quick. Let's go back to... Ages. Real quick. And do the Goronade. Yes, meow. I hear you. One more quality nut. I gotta find a place to plant a quality nut. You can't just put that shit anywhere. Oh my god, oh, yes. Dude. The Goronade. And a slate. Okay. Dude. You know what? I should be able to get anywhere on mountain, so I should just go into the past. Or go into the present. Go into the time period I am not currently in. Because I have Brother Emblem now, I can just go anywhere. Da da dun 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 dun. I can't. Yeah. If I want to go past holes, I gotta watch a cutscene. There it is. Goronade check. Alright, first tries on the house. I don't need the rules. Am I ready? Yes. You can't catch me, Alright, maybe you can catch me. Got stuck in the corner. Quicksand ring would go hard. There we go. Swing! Look at that! That's the face of victory. Oh no, hubris. My one weakness. Let's return. Alright, let's go feed chat. Our other son. Oh, wait. Wait, do I need 3 essences? That's unfortunate. Well, hopefully chat is strong and healthy like me someday. Alright, that's all. Shit, I need to do some season sense, so I need to actually go back into seasons for a second. Because we need to hint the Winter Rod 110% of the time now. That's it, we're about halfway done. I suspect maybe a stream or two. Dude. Come on. Hint Rod of Seasons Winter. Ganon's Tower pre-Moldorm chest. Well, we're not getting that anytime soon. And hint progressive slingshot, I guess. I think that's also kind of valuable. Just trying to think. Which parts of the world can we access? Yeah, that requires winter. Yeah, we just need winter. Why is that shiny, though? Weird. Hint, dragon key. Alright. So that's everything relevant hinted. Out we go. Alright, thank you for coming out, as always. I'll be back in a couple hours, or, well, an hour and a half-ish, for some Dragon Quest III, where we will, if Tenki's around, change Tenki's hairstyle, and then proceed to go back to hell to find shenanigans. And TK, if you're there, we can pick your new hairstyle, because I had to change you. You're a monster wrangler now, and you kick ass. But first, pie. Yes, we will have pie. And probably yelling at my mom. Well, I'll let you know how that goes. But, till then, thank you for coming out, and I'll see you later.